Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Checking in on PCLN NVDA TSLA NFLX CMG on the daily weekly time frame. So the PCLN bulls, well, the bears broke the higher low pattern on the daily. A bear break of 2017 was a signal. We bounced off of 2000 psychological. So the bulls still buying the dip, nice long lower wick, but we're watching the bearish MACD cross and the bearish TCG cross close to following through here. So essentially I'm looking at 2000 support and 2043, 2044 resistance, the all-time high. And we're in a range between there, and we're right in the middle of that range. So how that goes over the next 2 days to finish out this week is pretty much the range I'm watching. So a bear break over under 2000, and we'll be looking for further downside, and the next support I'll be looking at is 1990 and then the daily middle Bollinger Band, and a bull break over 2043, and we'll resume back to looking at all-time high levels. 2050 would be the next one, and the weekly time frame is a bearish reversal candlestick after a month of straight upside. We are losing the upper Bollinger Band as support, and we are seeing a bearish reversal candlestick. So if we confirm it next week, we will look to lose the higher low pattern on the daily and follow through with consolidation. But that being said, SPY is on the verge of all-time highs, and as we know, if SPY gets a new all-time high, PCLN is more likely than not to follow along. NVDA on the daily time frame continues to hold this middle Bollinger Band 5 days in a row. Clear resistance is 166.40. We could not break that level today, so we remain in the tight pattern with 166.40 resistance and daily middle Bollinger Band support. One of those is going to break before the end of the week, and whichever one does will indicate short-term direction. The weekly time frame still very healthy for NVDA, 3 weeks of consolidation, still holding exponential support, bulls still in full control. Tesla earnings reaction, seeing a little bit of back and forth after hours here, and let's see where we stand right here, right now at 5:20 p.m. Eastern. Bulls really recovered, so we had a significant pullback after the initial reaction and then big time follow through. That being said, we're still not over the high of last week. Last week was 347.50, so this by no means is a big bull reaction. We still have that resistance level, and if we cannot break 347.50 during regular trading tomorrow, that's a red flag for the bulls. If we do break that level, our gap fill target is 351.50. So as of right now, a bullish reaction, and we'll see if the bulls can follow through and keep these gains after the open tomorrow and try and break this resistance to see a higher low and higher high follow through. The weekly time frame is holding this middle Bollinger Band 4 out of the last 5 weeks, and if we break 347.50, we have a higher low and a higher high, making our way recovering back towards the all-time high. Still have the conference call to go, so that's going to be a significant impact as well. Netflix on the daily time frame was a bear play today for us, and we were watching a clear break of 180.65 and then 179.38 for a signal to the downside, and we got a lot of bearish action before the bulls started buying that dip. So the lack of support because of the gap up open is why we were looking bearish on this name on any weakness in the tech sector. Now support is 177.81 and 174.24. There's a lack of support in between these ranges with a lot of space in between. If the tech sector goes bearish, I'm going to be looking for more downside in Netflix, and the weekly time frame, however, is very bullish. So it's two different scenarios where the weekly longer term time frame, this is very healthy consolidation on declining bear volume, a bull flag pattern at this point, but the daily time frame, due to the lack of supports, if we see market weakness and tech sector weakness, then we're looking at this daily chart to have a lack of support. But if we see the bulls hold up in the sector and the market, then we will look for the weekly chart to remain very strong. So it really all depends on the correlation to what the overall market is doing with what to expect in Netflix. CMG is ready for a bounce, just almost there. If we break 358, we will have a higher low and a higher high. We will have exponential moving averages as support. We will have a bullish MACD cross, and the RSI will come off of oversold. So we are seeing the signs of the first bullish momentum that we've seen in a while, and we have an increase in bull volume the past 2 days. That's a good sign as well, and we're just looking to see if we get some follow-through tomorrow over 358. The next resistance is the daily middle Bollinger Band. Have to update that at the open. It's going to be in the 360s for the next 2 days to end this week out, and it is very clear that the bulls are on their attempt here. This is really the best attempt that we've seen from CMG bulls in the past, I'd say almost 2 months. So it's definitely time to start paying attention. If you want to play that bounce bullish, then by all means go for it. Otherwise, we can take a step back and wait for the bulls to tire and look for a bearish reaction to a new resistance level being found. So bulls have momentum in the short term, break 358, and that gets confirmed. And we'll be scouting resistance from there. I'll be looking up at 390 and 400 to see if those resistance levels get knock the price back down. And the weekly time frame, inside bar still, but if we break 358, we'll be looking for a higher low and a higher high. Still a potential bear flag on the weekly time frame we're going to have to watch play out as well. So we'll check back in tomorrow and see how it all goes. Tesla earnings, certainly interesting. 347.50 key resistance.